Today I'm going to be reacting to the biggest messes in SML.
But now, SML is heavily known for making messes in their videos, and some have been so big to the point where it leaves people shocked. Just like the insane mess Shrek made in the bathroom in SML movie The Ring. The video starts with Chef Pee-Pee feeding Jeffy while Shrek randomly asks him to make a cheesecake, and chaos kicks off when Mario announces he's getting engaged to Rosalina. Jeffy keeps throwing his cup everywhere, eventually landing it into the cheesecake, and later tosses the engagement ring into it right as Rosalina walks in. Mario distracts Rosalina outside while he panics, only to learn from Jeffy that he got the ring baked into the cheesecake and eaten by Shrek. After forcing Shrek to eat a disgusting poop blend, the ring is finally found. But it wouldn't be found too easily, as the blend that Shrek ate caused him to cover the entire bathroom with poop. And yes, this mess was real. Well, like, not actual, like, real poop, but it was chocolate.
Can't see.
Don't get.
Yeah, how's
Don't get. I can't see. Am I blind? Shrek. Donkey, help! I can't see. I'm blind.
Take your goggles off, Shrek.
Oh.
Now, this mess is in debate for the biggest mess in SML history, as they seriously covered a whole bathroom in fake poop, and this one mess had everyone's jaws drop.
Oh, God.
Donkey, I can't see. Am I blind? Donkey, help!
what's Prince doing?
Take your goggles off, Shrek.
Now, the way this mess was actually done is pretty simple. After this video was released, Logan posted a behind the scenes on Super Luigi Logan, where he shows Lance and the rest of the crew covering the bathroom in Hershey's chocolate syrup, and using chocolate bars as feces. Now, in this video, they would also include their cleaning lady's reaction at the time, and let's just say she was shocked.
Okay, so I know it's bad, but I'll pay you for it.
Oh my god.
I know it's bad. No, yes, see it. Yes, see it.
Come in here.
Oh, she don't want to ruin her.
Take a peek. Oh yeah.
Oh my freaking god.
Now, she definitely got a fat paycheck from this, but this mess was just pure insanity, and honestly just shows the effort that Logan puts into these videos, and the lengths he is willing to go. Props to SML for destroying an entire bathroom for this video. The cleanup in there must have been brutal. But the absurd Shrek messes aren't over yet, as in SML movie The Couch, we see Shrek do more ridiculous messes that involve feces. In this video, we see Shrek unpacking an old moving box full of disgusting nostalgia, including broken toilet junk, ancient food, and jars of farts, one of which Mario opens despite being warned and instantly regrets it. Shrek then gets way too excited about a nearly 10-year-old cheesecake, ignores Mario's warnings, and eats the moldy thing right away, and immediately ends up losing control and accidentally ruining the couch with poop.
Oh, Donkey, I've never felt this before. Oh, I need a toilet. Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
This would lead to Mario freaking out and kicking Shrek and the couch out of the house.
I'm pretty sure till this day that couch still has that on it, right? Because don't they still have it? Or maybe they don't, but at the time, they definitely had to, like, flip the cushions around because there was stuff
Well,
stained.
Mario cools off with a PB&J, Black Yoshi shows up with KFC bought using Mario's wallet, promises to pay him back in 2030, and nearly gets himself kicked out
2030.
too. In the end, Mario realizes expired food caused all the chaos after both he and Rosalina suffer the same fate.
What's wrong, Mario?
I don't know. My stomach.
Ew, Mario!
Wait. What's wrong? Oh no! Ew!
After all of this, he would apologize to Shrek, and they hug it out. Now, when it comes to the behind the scenes of this, they would yet again use chocolate syrup and pour it all over the couches.
Is it going good, Logan?
I think it's definitely going to be on track. I'm sure it's going to be on track.
Now, they made this video due to them getting new couches, but this would still make a really good video.
So they did get new couches.
However, it got taken down because of using fake poop. So they went through all the trouble of ruining their couch just for the video to be taken down. down. Overall, this mess was pretty big for a standard YouTuber to do. But what if I told you Logan has cut his entire couch in half before? No, I'm not even joking. Couch mess. And we see this happen in SML movie The Koopalings Part 2. In this video, we see Junior and the Koopalings have to clean the house while Chef Pee-Pee and Bowser are gone. However, it went completely south. The mess would start with Lemmy and Iggy destroying the clone machine.
What about
and
the
having
one where
paper
they
and
cover their whole apartment in sticky notes that say cookies or whatever it
cardboard
was?
everywhere. After
That
we
one
see
was,
Roy and Larry
interesting.
spraying Raid on the carpet. But the messes really ramp up after Wendy starts literally smashing plates on the ground after Junior told her that she missed a spot. Then we see Morton smash a table, and finally the mess becomes real bad once Wendy cuts the couch in half with a chainsaw. Now, this mess felt completely unreal, and the fact that Logan did all of this in an apartment complex made it even crazier. However, the backstory to this is that Logan was finally moving out of the apartment, so bro decided to destroy everything, and says this so casually in a way where Logan thought doing all of this was normal.
We need more space, and I kind of destroyed all my furniture, so there's no way that we could film here ever again.
But nonetheless, the whole video was just pure chaos, and hands down, one of the craziest SML videos of all time. 7 years later, and this is still the most insane SML video. To think that they destroyed all of that furniture in the apartment before they moved out is crazy. However, this wouldn't be the only time we saw huge destruction and messes in the apartment. As in SML movie Junior's clown car, we see a pretty sharp mess. In the video, we see Bowser digging through some old stuff when Junior comes in and gets super hyped, as random items get tossed out, especially when Bowser finds his old clown car that can shoot cannons. Junior begs to play with it, but Bowser doesn't trust him and eventually snaps, hiding it on top of the fridge before leaving Junior home alone with Chef Pee-Pee. As soon as they're gone, Junior calls Cody and Joseph over. They stack up to grab the clown car, and Junior immediately flies it around. Then after this, chaos erupts. We would see Junior shoot a cannonball at the coffee table, shattering it and leaving glass everywhere.
Oh, maybe it's this button.
Ooh.
Now, this mess would end up leaving a lot of glass all over the carpet, and some would even get on the red couch too. You can only imagine how bad the cleaning process was. And to make things even worse, around this time, Chili's dogs Snowball and Blizzard were living in the apartment along with Precious. So it definitely was a risk for the animals to be living in the apartment. And this wouldn't even be the first time we saw this table break, as we would see it in the Koopalings Part 2 like I went over earlier. And we also see it in Junior's military school. And we were supposed to see this more, as Logan was gonna make it a running gag where he would destroy this table, but he never started doing it. Fun fact, Logan mentioned in a video that he wanted to make the glass table breaking a running gag, but he only used it in 3 videos. Now, this mess just consisted of glass, but after cleaning it up, it wouldn't leave any other stains or messes. But the messes we see in SML movie Bowser Jr.'s Big Spill would be a very different story. In this video, we would see Junior and Joseph playing basketball inside the house, and Junior wants Hawaiian Punch. And according to Junior's mentality, this means bringing the whole jug of Hawaiian Punch on a white couch and serving himself. However, Junior would surprisingly succeed and serve himself a cup of Hawaiian Punch. But things go south real quick when Junior thinks he can make a shot off the upstairs balcony, and upon trying this, he spills the Hawaiian Punch all over the couch, basically turning it into another red couch.
Joseph! Way to go, Junior! You spread it all over the couch!
Now, this was just one of the messes. However, Junior would blame all of this on Chef Pee-Pee, and he would get pissed off just like any other person. So Chef Pee-Pee adds on to this huge mess and spills lasagna all over Bowser's bed and blames it on Junior.
I wish I was eating it, but yeah.
Didn't this get on the
Junior's gonna pay.
Junior
He's
plushie
gonna
or
pay.
whatever?
Oh, little bastard. Wasn't
You
a
know,
bill
I
in at
think
the
they
door.
get off or
He's
whatever.
gonna think Junior did it!
Now,
Can't
both of these
remember.
messes were just insanity, and it turned this whole video into one big mess. And even Logan would suffer consequences from this, as Lavelle would accidentally get lasagna
Yeah.
on Junior and almost ruin the plot.
Damn, right in his pocket
Oh,
too.
you know, it's everywhere.
Oh no, not a pocket. Sure.
Junior.
But this mess was nothing compared to the huge house mess in SML movie The Golden Egg. Basically, in this video,
I like how he still filmed it, and then right when they finished filming it, this is the first thing he did, picked up Junior, ran to the bathroom.
Genie get freed from an egg, Jeffy cracked on the wall, and the genie promises one wish to whoever can find the golden egg. In classic SML fashion, we would see every single character go crazy, with more joining throughout the video. However, this video would cause a ginormous mess. We would see couches flipped, snacks thrown on the ground, the toilet being clogged thanks to Shrek, and even cups being destroyed in the process of everything. And towards the end of the video, we would see this huge mess was all for nothing, as Jeffy found the egg and wished for him to find the egg, wasting the only wish. Now, this video was definitely close to being the most chaotic video of all time, next to the Koopalings Part 2, and this house destruction mess definitely took a long time to clean up. But while this mess was reasonable to make on the character's end, the mess seen in SML movie Jeffy Plays Grow-a-Garden was not needed. In this video, we see Jeffy playing Grow-a-Garden, and Marvin keeps telling Jeffy to shower. And once Marvin and Rose leave to go on a picnic, Jeffy would turn on the water and leave it running. And obviously, this is no...
Did you not watch the video? It was Rose that turned the water on. She wanted Jeffy to turn it off.
Good, because just a few minutes later, the whole bathroom would be flooded, and Marvin was mad as he proceeded to destroy Jeffy's laptop because of this insane mess.
Your garden! You stupid!
Now, honestly, Marvin had a valid crash out for this huge mess, and it was not needed. And this is the first time we've literally seen SML flood a room in the house. However, something that might be worse than water is SpaghettiOs. And we saw a mess involving this in SML movie Uh-Oh SpaghettiOs. The video kicks off with Chef Pee-Pee serving Bowser and Junior SpaghettiOs. And while Bowser takes his bowl to his room, he yells at Junior to stay at the table because he knows Junior will make a mess. Junior sneaks off anyway, drops his bowl, and after making a fake Junior to fool Chef Pee-Pee, he ends up spilling SpaghettiOs all over the carpet, thanks to Bowser turning on the fan after Junior had the SpaghettiOs hidden there.
Oh no! There's SpaghettiOs all over my carpet! How am I gonna clean this up?
Panicking, Junior calls Brooklyn Guy, Joseph, and Cody to try to think of ways to fix this. Brooklyn Guy would suggest Junior pour soda on the mess, and it would supposedly make it better. But this just made the mess way bigger and worse, and did not help. Then after, they think for some reason it's a good idea to pour chocolate syrup all over the mess, to make it look like Junior pooped.
All right, Joseph, you want to do the pooping?
Oh yeah, I can poop.
All right, poop.
All right, dude, I'm so constipated.
Whoa!
And if you think this mess couldn't get any bigger or stupider, it does, because they then decide to quite literally rip the carpet out and put it in another room, as if that would help.
All right, guys, let's all grab a corner and pick it up, okay?
Okay, dude. It's so wet.
All right, look. Now it doesn't look like I ate in my room. It looks like I ate in this room.
By now, this mess would most likely be over, right? Well, it isn't, as they cut a portion of the carpet off from another room. However, it ended up being too short, so they somehow obtained paint and paint the ground. Now, they would end up getting caught in the long run, and this huge mess that they made was useless. Now, this mess was most likely done because Logan was replacing his carpets, but it still doesn't change the fact of how ludicrous this mess was. I love how Logan just casually destroyed an entire glass bowl and the carpet from 2 different rooms for just a video. Bro tries to get rid of his house just for our entertainment, but
I don't
this
think the bowl even broke, but okay.
Mess was just something light compared to the absolute monstrosity of the mess scene in SML movie Silence of the Lambs. The video starts with Chief telling Brooklyn Guy there's a serial killer on the loose, but Brooklyn Guy keeps thinking it's about cereal or football instead of an actual murder. Detective Susan tries to brief him on Buffalo Bill, but Brooklyn guy won't stop cracking jokes, claiming he went to high school with the guy and somehow ties everything back to his ex-wife and the Buffalo Bills. They decide the best trap is Brooklyn guy using his wife and a fake buffet, which is where all the chaos starts. We would see Deborah start devouring the food, and obviously puppets can't actually eat, so this would cause the food to go everywhere, and the nice, delicious buffet turned into a bunch of food flying everywhere.
Oh God! I don't know what to do! Get her fucking 2-liter! She's thirsty! God help her, she knows her fucking diet! Oh fuck! Oh no!
Now, it's honestly impressive how the SML crew did this all in one take, as the scene is pretty easy to mess up because there is so much happening at once. And let's also give huge props to the cleaning lady, as this must have been a pain in the butt to clean. The SML cleaning lady better get a raise. But another food mess that must have also sucked to clean was the cheesecake madness in SML movie Shrek's Endless Cheesecake. In this video, Marvin, Brooklyn guy, and Rose are cleaning each other's earwax. And shortly after, a Cheesecake Factory commercial comes on, promising endless cheesecake, immediately getting Shrek excited since he has a gift card. Marvin and Brooklyn guy tag along, while Rose stays at home and insults Cheesecake, which almost gets her killed by Shrek. At the restaurant, the poor waitress Clarissa has to deal with Shrek's insane mess. Basically, the mess starts due to Shrek asking for 4 cheesecakes instead of 1, and he keeps devouring all of them. But the mess doesn't get crazy until the owner of Cheesecake Factory shows up and gives Shrek all the cheesecakes they have so he can leave. And Shrek would go manic on these cheesecakes.
I'm gonna destroy that! Oh yeah! Oh fuck yeah! Oh yummy!
Now, this would cause a bunch of cheesecakes to be all over the table, and this was definitely a pretty hard cleanup process for sure. However, thankfully, the current SML cleaning lady didn't have to clean up the huge mess made in SML movie Chef Pee Pee the Babysitter. In the video, we start off with a bang, seeing Charlie pour a whole jug of milk on himself, which already starts a big mess. But we aren't done with milk-related messes just yet, because later in the video, we see Mario offer Chef Pee Pee $500 to babysit Jeffy, and Chef Pee Pee obviously agrees. However, that would be a huge mistake, because Jeffy would start off by throwing flour on the ground, spilling it everywhere. But he wasn't done yet, as he would throw a jug of milk at Chef Pee Pee, making another mess in the kitchen. But this all takes a crazy turn just a few minutes later. Chef Pee Pee and Jeffy go to the gas station to buy more milk, but Jeffy would end up tossing it on the ground in a real gas station.
Oh, Chef Pee Pee catch!
What? No, Damn it, Jeffy! Why'd you make a mess in the store?
Whoops, and slap.
Now, in the end, Chef Pee Pee would make $500 from Mario, along with another $500 from Bowser for cooking him a crazy meal. But besides all of that, this mess by far was one of the messiest, and Lance throwing a milk jug in a real public gas station makes it crazier. Well, all those messes were definitely pretty cool to see.
I mean, the gas station one is, they definitely, I mean, yeah, they cleaned it up themselves, but the only reason they didn't get in trouble for it is they pay that guy, or paid the guy. They don't anymore because I don't think he works there, because he probably got fired for letting him film and do all that. But during that time, anytime he's been in a video, it's because Logan would pay the guy to let them film. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Bye, guys.